All right, so the Giants have fired head coach Brian Daboll after the Giants started the season 2-8. Listen here. There is no reason in the world why this Giants team should be sitting at 2-8. Am I at all saying that they should be leading the NFC East? No. But 2-8 for this team, especially after the enhancements they made to the offensive side of the ball and the way that the Giants defense has been playing, 2-8 is inexcusable, and there's no way around it. And you can connect that record to a lot of the collapses that the Giants have had in games this season. The first one was the Cowboys game on the road, right down the road here in Arlington, Texas. The Giants offensively played out of their mind in that game. And when you're just on like that as a unit, as an offense, you've got to slam the door. You've got to seal the victory. But they kept letting the Cowboys get back into the game, sent the game to overtime. Cowboys ultimately won. The heartbreaker up in Denver. I mean, that was the most devastating result for this Giants team. I don't think that the aura of this team has been the same since. I mean, the Giants were up by 19 points at one time, and they let a Broncos 33-point quarter derail a victory. And when you're on the road like that, you've got to secure a victory. And then this past weekend with the Bears, that was the nail in the coffin for this whole thing. And the Giants were left with no choice but to fire Daboll today. I mean, that Bears game yesterday was another game. You've got to seal the deal. You've got to finish it. And so what can you connect to collapses like that? Lack of preparation. Lack of attention to detail. What can you connect that to? Your head coach. Brian Daboll just didn't have this team prepared too many times this season. And there was also a lot of friction between Brian Daboll and people on the defensive side of the ball for the Giants, both staffers and players. That tension grew and grew and grew as the season went on. And I even saw kind of a lack of effort out of defensive players on the Giants yesterday. And I think that as an organization, you had to take that into account today and assess that. And that led to Brian Daboll being fired as well. Look, there's a lot of bright spots for this team, right? I think they might have hit with Jackson Dart. And when Cam Scadaboo comes back from that injury, he is a spark plug, a catalyst for that offense. When you've got young guys like that, you want to give them something to buy into because they're bringing this team together. And you need a head coach that's going to continue to do that. I hope the Giants go out and get the right guy because the future is bright. And it's early for guys like Scadaboo and Dart, but now is the time to make the switch. Have a great day.